Welcome back, students. I am making one more video on how to apply the formulas of integrations, how to apply integration formulas to solve problems. And as this is a new topic, you might find it difficult. Integrations and differentiations. Differentiations are quite easy because you have had enough practice, but differentiations are your learning for the first time and no much practice. There is no sufficient practice provided on that. So accordingly, you are finding it a bit difficult to make that things easier and just coming out with these videos. Um, Before going with this problem part, let me tell you, you should be having minimum knowledge of these things initially. We have three different parameters called as displacement. Displacement along x direction is will be right by s will be replaced by x. Displacement along y direction s would be replaced by y. But generally displacement is given by means of s, velocity and acceleration. This upon differentiation gives rise to ds by dt, which is equals to velocity. Differentiation of displacement gives velocity. Differentiation of velocity gives differentiation is dv by dt is equals to acceleration. This basic knowledge should be. This differentiation is dA by dt, and there is no such new parameter exists for this. It is only dA by dt itself, no parameter existing for this. Differentiation of s gives v, differentiation of v gives a. Differentiation of a can be done, but that is of no new parameter. Similarly, from a upon integration, if you know reverse process, right? A upon integration, A upon integration, what is by A upon integration? A times of dt. What is A times of dt? Here you can check out. Dt is taken to this side, A into dt. You are integrating that. Gives rise to what? What is that you have in LHS? Integration of dv. Upon integration, you are going to get total velocity. You write this as total velocity. Or integration of acceleration one time, giving rise to velocity. Again, v upon integration is v times of dt. From here, v into dt, LHS is what? Displacement. It is now going to give us what? This basic information should be there with you. And what formulas we have for differential integration, you can check the sheet provided in the YouTube links. The YouTube videos have provided the links of the differentiation formulas. It is there in textbook also, but I have provided that sheet for ready verification, for ready reference purpose, right? Accordingly, you remember this basic part. Now with this basic information, this differentiation of s gives displacement gives velocity, differentiation of velocity gives acceleration, integration of a gives velocity, integration of velocity gives displacement. This should be there in your minds before going further. Now let me just talk about this part now. Let us now try to understand the solution of this one. The acceleration equation of a motorcycle is given by ax of t. What is ax of t? Acceleration is taking place along x direction, which is varying as a function of time. Acceleration is along, if it is a by t, acceleration is taking place along y direction. Is given by alpha plus beta t plus gamma t square, where alpha is 1 meter per second square, beta is 2 meters per second cube, and gamma is 3 meter per second power 4. These three values are given. The motorcycle is at rested time of t is equals to 0. We use this data to solve this. Find position and velocity as a function of time. How to find velocity from acceleration? Acceleration equation is given, you need to find velocity. How to do that? Integration. That is what my concept is. That is, let me first write the given equation. Acceleration as a function of time is given by alpha plus beta t plus gamma t square. Since alpha, beta, gamma values are given, let us use that and write that equation again. Ax of t is equals to, what is that? 1 plus 2t plus 3t square. Now what is it you need to find? Velocity. How to get velocity from acceleration? That is from integration. Integrating on both sides. Integrating on both sides. Integrating on both sides. Integrating on both sides. Now gives rise to, let me write here. You write like this: ax of t dt. I am taking integrating symbol here, and when you are integrating with respect to what? With respect to time, it's a function time here. That is integration of 1 plus 2t plus 3t square times of dt. You need to now integrate this. You need to now integrate properly. Integration of a into dt gives rise to what? Velocity only. We have seen just now. You should know this, right? Right. Now integrating separately, integration of 1 dt plus integration of 2t dt plus integration of 3t square dt. I have just taken this integration and dt for each of these factors. Integration dt of 1, integration 2 times of t of t, integration of this factor into t. You should know the formulas. Integration of, what is the formula? Integration of x to the power of n dx is equals to x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. If n is equals to 1, x square by 2. If x it is 1, it is means what? X dx is x square by 2. 2 x square, x cube by 3, x4, x power 4 by 4. What is the power present? Accordingly, this is the formula. Let me keep it as is for reference purpose. Now v is equals to one more formula, integration of k into dx, some constant k into dx. K would come out of this, which is giving rise to k times integration of dx is what? X it is. Integration of x is x. Accordingly, you can now write 1 is out of this one. Integration of dt plus 2 times of integration of t dt plus 3 times of integration of t square dt. We have to integrate each other terms separately. What is integration of 1 times of dt? Integration of 1t dt gives rise to t itself. We should refer the formulas once. Plus 2 times of, what is integration of t dt? It is t square by. Now we are using this for what? Actually these are called as indefinite integrals. There are no limits present. If limits are present, you should write this formula as final square minus initial square value. We will do that later. But now it is, because there are no limits present here, we will write that in the form of only t square plus 3 times of, what is that integration of t square? T cube by 3. That's it. Done. This is the equation. Now solving this further, v is equals to 1t is simply written as t, 2 and 2 gets cancelled, plus t square, plus 3 and 3 cancels, plus it is t cube. This is the equation, and this is the equation of velocity with some initial velocity is also there. If it is mentioned in initial velocity here, it is at rest. Initial velocity is equals to 0, plus 0 you will get. If initial velocity is given as something, motorcycle is at initial velocity of 10 meters at a time of t is equals to 0. Plus 10 would be added to that. Plus 10 would be added if initial velocity is 0. Since initial velocity is at rest, velocity is 0. This is the equation for velocity, that is 1 plus t square plus t cube. This is the way how this is the equation of what? For first part, equation of velocity as a function of time. Now integrating that again you are going to get, because integration for position you need to integrate that equation. Remember this, acceleration upon integrating one time gives rise to velocity, and velocity upon integrating one more time gives rise to position, or accelerations integrating 2 times back to back. One time you got some equation, do it again. Acceleration 2 times integration gives rise to displacement. Now what I'll do, I'll take that equation to find the second part. What I'll do, take this one for second part, this one as a function of time for position. Take v is equals to t plus t square plus t cube. Now integrating on both sides, integration of t dt, I am writing directly, integration of t square dt plus integration of t cube dt. I am writing separate terms for integrations, writing terms separately for integrations accordingly. Now solving this, integration of this gives rise to what? Position or displacement. Integration of t dt is t square by 2 plus integration of t square dt is t cube by 3. You should know this formula, x to the power of, I have written formula there. In place of n I have 2, accordingly t to the power of 2 plus 1 plus t power 4 by 4. You can leave it like this. You can leave it like this. This would be the equation, or we can simplify further by taking various parameters. And initial position is at what position? No position given. Accordingly, no new terms are added. This is the equation for what? Position. It's simple. Only thing is that you need sufficient practice. It's not that difficult to understand the things. It's simple only. When it becomes simple, when you have sufficient practice on these problems, it will become simple. I'll come back with one more problem. Wait a while. Now look at second question. Similar way, the acceleration of a particle is given by ax of t is equals to at cube plus 5t square minus 5. Find position and velocity. Velocity and position of the particle in between 1 second and 3 seconds. It's a similar way. First of all, solution. Right, acceleration equation A is equals to 8t cube plus 5t square minus 5. To find velocity, what do you have to do? Integrating on both sides. Integration of this gives rise to integrating above on both sides. What is that you are going to get? Integration of ax times of dt, t dt is equals to integration of 8t cube. Shall I write directly now? Integrate of all the terms separately. 8t cube dt plus integration of 5t square dt minus integration of 5 times of dt. You should be well versed with the formulas, otherwise it becomes difficult. And he has given limits also here between 1 and 3 seconds. It is from 1 to 3 seconds. It is from 1 to 3 seconds. It is from 1 to 3 seconds. It is from 1 to, earlier it was no limits, they are called as indefinite integrals. Now this is a definite integral where the things are taking place in two different time intervals, fixed time position. This is called as definite integrals. Right. This gives rise to velocity in between those 2 seconds. Velocity from what to what? 1 to 3 seconds as a function of what? As a function of time. Velocity as a function of time would be now given by 8 times of what is integration? 8 comes out of this, integration is left for this. All constant terms will come out of integration. Now the things left are integration of t cube dt 1 2 3 plus 5 times of integration 1 2 3 t square dt minus 5 times of integration. If nothing is there, it is said to be 1, or simply it is in the form of t. From where to where again? It is from 1 to 3. Let me write up there. V of t in between those two. Velocity as a function of time is given by. Velocity as a function of time is given by. Velocity as a function of time is given by, this is equals to 8 would be asked is integration of t power 3 dt is t power 4 by 4. You should refer that formulas. I will not repeat again and again. Plus 5 times of t square dt t cube by 3 minus 5 times of integration of dt, that is 1 dt is t itself. But what is that you need to do? You need to apply limits, right? Sorry, apply limit. This is t power 4 by 4. From where to where it is? It is from 1 to 3 plus 5 times of, what is the answer? T square is t cube by 3. From where to where? 1 to 3 plus, that is minus 5 times of t, integration of 1 dt is t, where it is taking place from 1 to. When you have limits, what is that you are supposed to do? When you have limits, you are supposed to apply both the things. You can take 4, 3 numerators, denominators to outside of this. You can write like this. 8 by 4 times of 3 power 4 minus 1 power 4. Check out this. It is t power 4. 4 is taken out of this. T power 4 is remaining. Applying upper limit, it is 3 power 4 minus applying lower limit, it is 1 power 4 plus 5 times of 3 cube minus 1 cube. What is that? T is upper limit is t cube of upper limit is 3 cube minus lower limit is 1 cube. 3 is taken out of this. There is no denominator present, plus 5, and upper and lower limit difference is what? 3 minus 1. This is the way how we solve for limits conditions. Now you should solve this. 8 by 4, 3 times of power 4, 3 to the power of 4 means 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, 3 3 is 9, 9 9 is 81. This is 81 minus 1 plus 5 times of, what is 3 cube? 3 into 3 into 3, 27 minus 1. By any factor remaining? Sorry. By 3 remaining here, right? 3 has come out of this. Minus 5 into 2 accordingly. 8 into 80 by 4 plus 5 into 26. 5 by 3 into 26 minus 5. Solve and get the answer whatever it is. That is 2 under 2 to the 4. 2 into 180. 2 into 80 is 160 plus 3 8 are 24, like any number whatever you get, that is 26 into 5. 26 into 5 divided by 3. How much it is? I'll solve it here. 26 into 5. 5 6 are 33. 5 is 10, 13. 13 by 130 by 130 by 3. This is equals to 3 4s are 12. 1 remains. 1 remains 10. 3 3s are 9. Again 1 remains. 43.3. Going to get this. 43.3 minus 5. How much it is? What 160 plus 43 is 203. Is it added in terms of, no, we are, since it is not asked in terms of, it is not asked in terms of a function of time, it is in between two time windows, we are going to get a fixed value for this. What is this? 160 plus 43.3. 203.3 minus 5 is equals to, I think it is 198.3 meters per second. Velocity in between those two intervals is going to be, it is going to have, that value is given by means of what? In the form of what? 198.3 meters per second. See, these things, the understanding these things needs only practice. This is a mathematical approach. It is not difficult. If you know that x to the power of n dx is x to the power of n plus 1. In that way, some formulas are there. 1 dx, k dx, 5 dx. Like what all the different formulas you have on integration. If you can learn those formulas, it becomes easy to solve this one. Now let us go ahead to solve the second part. You can take this, pause this while you can check all the steps. If you can also do so. I am doing randomly at a stretch, so I may do some mistakes also. If it is there, you can catch me and let me know that I might have done some step wrong anywhere in the middle. In that case, you can correct me. I would like to get corrected myself. Also, you work out on this thing and check out where the, so sometimes I do willingly wrong, you know. Just to make sure that you are listening or not, I do sometimes willingly wrong the numerical problems. Some steps you'll find like that. My intention there is not to see that, is to see that you are listening or you are getting the things done properly. So check out with the correctness in this one, and if any mistakes are there, feel free to let me know. Also, let me know the correct answer for this if it is wrong. If it is right, you can just understand all the steps and let us check. Go ahead with the second part. I'll just remove this part. Now what is that you need to do? What is it you need to do? You need to find equation of, I have removed that equation, right? You have to find the velocity, we have to find the position. You need to do differentiation of, integration of this 2 times. Integration of this equation, I can now say that integration of this would be there somewhere, you can check out that. It would be in the form of a t power 4 by 4, t power 4 by 4 plus 5t cube by 3 minus 5t. This would be the equation you might have come across somewhere, anywhere you can check out if it is there. This is the equation, or you can write this as what? It is equals to t power of 4 plus 5 by 3 t cube minus 5t. This is velocity as a function of time. Now you need to integrate this to find the values of position. For position, integrating on both sides, integration of vx times of dt is equals to integration of 2t power 4 dt plus integration of 5 by 3 t cube dt minus integration of 5 times of dt. From where to where? From 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Lower limits and upper limits. Now, right, I'll write there integration of this gives rise to what? Integration of vx dt gives rise to displacement from where to where? It is from 1 to 3 seconds, which is equals to 2 would be out of this integrals, 2 times of 2 would be out of this t power 4 dt. Can I write it as t power 5 by 5 from 1 to 3 plus 5 by 3 t cube. 5 by 3 would be coming out of this. 5 by 3 would be coming out of this integration of t cube dt given as t power 4 by 4 from 1 to 3 minus 5 would be coming out of this integration of dt gives rise to t from again 1 to 3. Solve this further. 2 into or 2 by 5 times of 2 power 3 power 5 minus 1 power 5 plus 5 by 3 times of 3 power 4 minus 1 power 4. And 4, one more 4 would coming out of this. 4 is coming out of this, that becomes 5 by 12, right? Minus 5 times of 3 minus 1. It is 3 power 4, upper limit is 3, accordingly 3 times of power 4 minus 1 times of power 4. 3, 1, upper and lower limits are always same. Only you are changing that power according to the thing present here. There is no cube term, so no t cube term has occurred. This is equals to 2 by 5 times of 3 power of 5. 3 power 4 is 3 to the 9, 81. 81 times of 3, 243, right? 243 minus 1 plus 5 by 12 times of 81 minus 1 minus 5 times of 2. This is equals to 2 by 5 into 242 plus 5 by 12 into 80 minus 10. Solve this, you will get the answer. If you solve this, you will get this answer. It is 5 ones are 5 fours are 20. 5 ones are 5 fours are 20. How much remaining? 4 remains. 4 eights are 5 eights are 40. 0.4. Similarly, you can solve this. Straight away I will divide to 80 by 12. 80 times of 12. 12 6 are 72. 8 remains. Again decimal here. Again 6.6. This is 6.6 times 48.4. 6.6 minus 10. And 6 5 is 30. This is equals to, you can solve this, 48.4 into 2, 8, 6, 9. 96.8. 96.8 plus 6 5 is 33. 36 plus 6.6 into 5. 33. 30 plus 3, 33. This is equals to 33 minus 10. I'm just doing mathematical steps elaborately. I am not using calculator. I'm directly doing this. So 96.8 plus 33 or minus 10, it is 23. This is equals to 9.8, 119.911. This is equals to 119.8 meters. Because displacement, it would be in terms of meters, or this is nearly equals to 120 meters. Accordingly, this is the way how we solve integration problems. I wish students must go through the integration formulas, then only will understand this, right? Now let me go ahead with some other kind of a problem, that is kinematic equations, how to apply kinematic equations. Wait for a while. Before going that, what I'll do is I'll just change the numbers here. I'll just modify this equation and take this as an homework problem or practice problem. Homework. Third problem is an homework one, and what you need to do is that I'll simply change these terms. I'll simply change this equation and you get the answer and let me know how much it is. This equation now is given by means of what? 6t square minus 3t plus 4. If this is the equation, find the same thing in terms of 1 second and 2 seconds. In between 1 and 2 seconds, what is the position? This is only a practice problem. Similar steps you can follow, so that you will get sufficient practice to solve this. You can take that, you can modify that equation to any form, you can change these numbers to anything, you can do enough number of practice sessions. Now this is not a solution for this, you need to find solution for this. This is a homework problem I am giving you for practice purpose. I'll let you go through this, follow the steps, try to do that as much as you can. And when you refer some kind of a books, or if you want, I can provide some kind of set of questions also in the form of link. I can share that link with large number of questions. Only thing is that I want to hear from you that I want to hear that, sir, give us more problems so that I can provide you more number of problems. Then only it makes me understand that you are listening and you are understanding these things. Right? Now let me get back to the next question, that is next way of understanding kinematic equations. So look at the way how to solve these problems on kinematic equations. Many equations are there, either horizontal path or vertical path. We modify the equations. I told you how to remember the equations, so don't remember many number of formulas like up or down like this. Just follow the sign convention and upon that situation apply that formula, you'll get the solution. Let me tell you how to apply those formulas. First of all, what are those three kinematic equations? V is equals to u plus at, S is equals to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square is equals to 2as. You should know all the terms present in this. Accordingly, depending on the data given, you should choose one of the equation to solve this. Look at the question now. Spotting a car, police car, you broke a car from a speed of 100 kilometers per hour to 80 kilometers per hour during a displacement of 88 meters. what is the acceleration. This is straight away direct question, but applying the things I'll give you. Like I told you some ways of solving the problems. First, write the given data. Given data: initial velocity u, final velocity v, acceleration a, displacement s. What are various things present here? These are the terminologies what you use. You broke a car from a speed of initial velocity is 100. Initially it is found to be 100 kilometers. Not that it is because more number it is final value. It is coming from velocity of speed of 100 kmph to 80. Initially it is 100 and after some time it is found to be at 80. Accordingly, this is decrement of velocity results in deceleration or negative acceleration. Or second one is given as 80 kmph. You need to find acceleration itself and how much is the displacement covered here. Displacement covered here is, and this is first step, write the given data. And what is that you need to find? You got that, you find also here. Then secondly, look for the appropriate formula. Look for the appropriate formula. How these are connected? V square is equals to u square plus 2a. Yes. What is that you need to find? A. Or modifying this equation, you can write that v square minus u square by 2a is equals to by 2s is equals to a. This is the equation what we need to use because the data is given in this one. But can you directly substitute the data here? Can you directly substitute the data here? Third step. I am taking elaborately just to make you familiar with the things, usage of the things in a problem. Accordingly, from next problem onwards, we should be in a position to solve this directly. V square minus u square by 2s is equals to a. Now, what is that? It is in the form of, third point is you should check the system of units. All are the same units. This is in kilometers, this is in meters, this is in hours, and time is not given. Generally, it would be in seconds. Accordingly, in this data, this is a customary thing to convert these things into meters per second because this is in terms of meter. You should convert this also in terms of meter per second. What is conversion factor now? Conversion factor is 1 kmph is equals to 5 by 18 meters per second. You should know this. 1 kilometer per hour is equals to 5 by 18 meters per second. Therefore, u is equals to how much? 100 into 5 by 18. V is equals to how much it is? Meters per second. This is equals to, and V is equals to what? V is equals to 80 into 5 by 18. 100 into 5 by 18. Any idea how much it is? It is 27.78 meters per second. This is 22.22 meters per second. You can use your calculators to check that. Right? Now we converted the data also. What is the final step now? Final step is substitute and calculate. What is that substitute and calculate? A is equals to V square. V square is how much? V square is 22.22 whole square minus 27.78 whole square divided by 2 into 88. Check out. Now upon solving this one, you will find that A is equals to minus 1.58 meter per second square. You can solve, you can verify this one, that is minus 1.58 meters per second square. Now, since velocity of the body is decreasing, acceleration is in the form of negative forms, which is called as deceleration, retardation. Body is getting decrement of speed. It is slowing down. Body is slowing down. This is the way how we solve kinematic equations. All are similar. First, you need to identify the data given and write the data properly. Check for the system of units. Do for out of 3, one holds good. Out of 3 equations, one will definitely holds good. But before substitution, make sure that you are having all the data in the proper system of single system of units. All the data should be the same system of units. Accordingly, we'll now go ahead with the next vertical projection problem. I can't deal like many number of problems in a single class. We'll discuss more number of problems as the situation demands. But right now, I'll give you some idea about all the different types of problems. Wait for a while for the next question. Or check out. Let me give you one more homework problem in this same format. Like I'll just change the numbers. This is now from 120 kmph to 90 kmph by covering a displacement of how much? Covering a displacement of 120 meters. Now find the acceleration again. Similar question. Only for the sake of practice, I'm just changing the data accordingly. Try to solve this using the similar previous method. Now look at the next question. This is in the form of vertical projection. We have seen the different cases of throwing upwards or falling downwards according to the different projections. Let us now see how to apply that equation. Remember those conditions what I said, anything going in upward direction is always positive. Vector quantities, velocity, acceleration and position is always positive going upwards, and all these three would be negative when it is coming down, and these things, G is always negative and G is always negative only, whether going up or coming down, because G always acts towards the center, it's always there. Now look at this question. At a construction site, no matter whatever the problem, you apply that conditions thoroughly, you'll get proper answer. Not to panic, not to worry. Different faculties may deal in different forms, but you no need to worry about that one. You just find that how to apply those things and get the answers properly. So check out this. At a construction site, a pipe wrench struck the ground with a speed of 24 meters per second. What is the meaning of this one? Something is falling from the height, and that is found to hit the ground with a speed of, means final velocity on reaching the ground is 24 meters per second. From what height it was dropped in, from what height it has been falling, and how long it was falling, from how much time it is kept under the fall situation. Let us understand this scenario like this. Let me say this is let's say this is the height of the building, the height ground this is. Hopefully you can see this, right? Yeah, this is the ground. From certain height of the ground, something is falling. Let us say some spanner, some ridge is falling, and it is falling, coming down and hitting this with what velocity? V is equals to 24 meters per second. And it is falling with what initial velocity it starts? Obviously, it starts with a velocity of what? 0, that it should start from this and it fall down. It is 0 meters per second. Let us say this is the height, whose value we need to find. Height from the ground. Anything coming down is, now this, when can you say this height is positive and this height is negative? If you are taking this point as origin, if you are going down, this is negative, but from here to here it is taken as positive. Now we need to find these things. From what height it was being dropped. What are the various things given? Only V is given. Only V is given. And what equation can be used here? And what is the other parameter we have? We have G is equals to minus 9.8 meters per second square. Is U positive or negative? Because it is falling down, it is minus. If this is minus and it is coming down, it is going in downward direction. We told that going in downward direction is always negative. This is V is also fine. So what kinematic equation can be used? First basic kinematic equation is, write the equation first. U square plus 2AS. This is the equation we are now. We need to modify this. How to modify this equation now? This is minus V square is equals to minus U whole square, because V factor going downwards, minus U whole square is equals to minus V square plus of 2 into A is minus G, S is minus H, because it is or we are, this is the equation for downward motion. Anything going down is always negative. V going down negative, U going down negative, minus U whole square. Plus is as is, 2 is as is, A is going down minus G, S is going downwards minus H. Now simply solve this. V square is equals to U square plus 2GH. What is V square now? V square is 24 whole square is equals to 0 square plus 2 into G is 9.8 or 10. 9.8 or 10, or H is equals to 24 into 24 by 2 into 9.8. Upon solving this, we will get this value to be equals to 9.8, 24 by 29.4 meters. From what height it is falling now? It is falling from a height of what? 29.4. If I say H is equals to 29.4, what does it mean? H is equals to 29.4 from ground to here. If it is from top surface to ground, from what height it is falling, it should be now mentioned as it is coming from downward. You can set H is, why can you put H is equals to minus 9? If you are measuring height from top to bottom, it is minus 29.4. Or if you are measuring that height from ground on to the top, then it is going to be Plus it, I am leaving it to your wisdom now. Is it plus minus 24? When it is plus 24, when it is minus 24. This height is constant, no doubt. Height is no doubt 29.4 meters. But from where it is 29.4? For the person who is looking from the ground, it is 29.4 meters. But for the person who is looking from the top, it is minus 29.4. From up, it is going in downward direction, so it is minus 29.4. It is plus or minus 29.4. And in this context, you should always remember plus or minus we apply according to our senses or from the question point of view. This is the first part, right? Now what is the next part now? First part is finished. It is easy only understanding the question is important. Now understanding, I'll just remove this part. Let us now try, because data won't change, data remains same. I'm not erasing this part. Let us now solve for the second part. What is that? How long it was falling? What is the meaning of how long it was falling? You need to find the time of falling. How much, from what, from how long it has been falling, how much time it takes to fall from dot. Means you need to find what is here now, you need to find t. How can you connect these equations? How can you connect these equations? V is equals to, general equation is V is equals to u plus at. But in vertical motion, how we modify this equation for this context? For this context, we modify this equation as V is minus V is equals to minus u is equals to a is by minus g, u is, because all are falling down, it is in the form of, that is minus, alright, just modify the equation, minus v is equals to minus of u plus gt, minus minus will cancel, v is equals to u plus gt. Now substitute the given data or obtained data, that is 24 is equals to 0 plus gt. T is equals to what? 24 by 9.8. 24, let us suppose it is 10, 24 by 10 is equals to 2.4 seconds, or if it is 2.45 seconds, second problem finished. See, we are doing nothing, just follow the sign convention properly. Only you need a thorough practice. Only you need a thorough practice in understanding these scenarios. This is the fourth one. Let me straight away give one more similar example to solve this one. At a constructed pipe wrench is stuck with the ground at the speed of, let me just change the numbers. The speed of what? With the speed of 34 meters per second. From what height it was dropped and how long it has been. Let me also give you a pipe is thrown with the initial velocity of, it is not directly coming, it is given some initial velocity. Pipe is thrown, take u is not 0, I'm just saying that it is given an initial. Take initial u is equals to 10 meters per. If it is falling, if it is a free fall body, it is 0, but here it is not 0, now it is equals to 10 meters per second. If you are throwing something from the top of a building, we are not given the height of the building also. Now for that case, you need to find this value is now is equals to what? 34 meters per second. If you are throwing with 10 meters per second and it is falling with 34 meters per second on the ground, using this data, find these two things, find the height it was dropped and find the, you need only rigorous practice on these things. You need to spend more time to get more problems solved. Like if we keep on doing that videos in a day, you can take 6-7 hours videos, but how long you can listen? By just 40 minutes videos itself, it is difficult. You're finding it difficult to listen, right? And remember, terminologies will change. Like V can be in two forms. When you come across two dimension, we are writing it as V, but along x-axis it is Vx. These terminologies will be differing for different textbooks. Vx is final V. Vy is also final V. We are writing V for general equation. Along x-axis it is Vx, along y-axis it is V. This is final. Initial is what? Initial you are writing in the form of U. In some books they follow it in the form of U naught x and U naught y. What is U naught x and U naught y? Or they also follow V naught x or V naught y. What these two things are? For these two things I am using the general term of what? U. U is the initial velocity. Initial velocity x-axis can be given by U naught x or can be denoted by V naught x also. Naught indicates initial, x indicates final. Only V itself, V two forms. V naught x and V. What these two are? Initial velocity, final velocity. V along x direction. V naught y, Vy. Initial velocity along y-axis, initial velocity along, final velocity along y-axis. Then Ax, Ay, acceleration along x-axis, acceleration along y-axis. Going up or coming down, it is always minus g only. Time it remains constant, rho x and x factor. Some books will follow this kind of notations. I just don't want to confuse in one-dimensional motion, so accordingly I'm just giving these terminologies of u, v and at only. So see you with some more problems in next video if possible, because we need to give time for next chapters also, because we cannot deal only one chapter for in many number of days. You should work by yourself for more things. Let me just conclude this chapter with this. Any other things can be discussed either through comment section, or you can reach me on my mail ID also, or you can also comment in your Google Classroom platform. Thank you for watching this. See you soon. Waiting to see you all soon in the offline mode. Thank you.